Intro!
Uno, dos, cuatro, hit it!
This is the intro song to reading and critiquing a fanfic by this guy.
Is that so?
Catchy.
I'll come up with a better one sooner or later, I guess.
Yes.
Alright, hello everybody. I am Roy Elliott. You don't care about me because you're on Spastic stream. But
this is
too
about
bad,
him
I'm the guy
because-
who wrote the story.
Yeah, this is about his story. We're going to critique it. We're going to go paragraph by paragraph and find little plot holes. Unlike the other fics that we normally read, this is actually quite good, so it's going to be like panning for gold. Or in this case, panning for crap.
Shut up, Spastic. You're making me blush.
And I'm Dee Diz, and I'm joining the stream.
And I'm TDBNC, random guy extraordinaire.
Due to this chapter being about twice as long, I've enlisted these idiots to help me.
Yes.
Yay.
You forgot one. I'm
Continue.
Rumia.
Alright. Who else do we miss? Kanan Cat, are you going to be in this?
I don't know if anybody else is gonna be speaking.
Well, I'll be definitely speaking.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright,
So,
Tina,
we
you
gonna
gonna
start?
join in? Deity, you're gonna join in? Oku?
I am. I
Alright,
don't
Oku,
know if
Kine?
Oku or Kine.
Well, I was AFK. I had to go get some water for my pills.
Alright, Oku, Kine, you gonna join in the reading?
Be right back in a sec. What?
You gonna join in the reading? We're gonna popcorn it, I guess.
I need to find it.
There's the link in the chat a little bit ago.
I'm going to allow links and then I'll post it. While we're doing this, last time on Mind the Gap, ordinary blue-collared Joe named Isaac got sent against Sokyo somehow, but he wasn't Gap there, so it's, we're going to find out how exactly he got there.
I'm back.
On this chapter,
Is that so?
So,
Well, eventually.
eventually,
Anyways,
I actually have a plan for how he got there and why the villain is the way the villain is.
Yes.
And
Even though you don't get to see the villain in this one, but you do get to see another OC. Hooray!
hooray!
Yay.
Osteopalooza! Yay!
wait, I forgot. Did he or did he not know Japanese or what Raymond was saying? And
He
just
does not know Japanese, but I'm going by the theory that since he is in... that Gensokyo goes by a universal language. Like,
Yeah.
if you go in from America, everybody seems to be speaking American. If you go in from Britain, everybody seems to be speaking English. If you go in from Japan, everybody's speaking Japan.
Well, wait,
Japanese.
Americans speak English too.
Yeah.
No, we speak American. There's a difference between true English and American.
America actually is a
that so?
multicultural, so basically it speaks all languages.
No, when I consider American language, I just think of it like American English has so much slang and so many crazy double meanings to words. I just consider it its own language.
Anyways,
Can we get started then?
yes,
sure.
please. I gotta end like at around 10:30.
and the native inhabitants will hear you as speaking Japanese.
Yes.
And hello, newcomer named Mesa the Mix. X-Mesa.
Alright, somebody messaged me on other things, so I will check that quickly. And then we will... Okay. Alright, now let's start. Chapter 3 of Mind the Gap. Birds of a Feather.
I wonder who
with
that could be.
With a quick glance out the door, Isaac sighed and walked through, trying to figure out where he was. That woman said... Gensokyo. I've never seen that on a map or anything. It wouldn't surprise me if they were trying to mess with my head by saying that. But why would they leave me if they just kidnapped me? None of this makes any sense. He thought, putting his hand to his head and letting out a deep sigh. Sitting here waiting for them is not gonna... Sitting here waiting for them to come back probably won't get me anywhere. Might as well explore. If I'm lucky, I'll find a phone and be able to get some help.
Okay, hold on. I just noticed something. You spelled Gensokyo wrong.
Really?
How?
Yeah.
Where?
Spelled with a U at the end in Japanese, I
No,
believe.
the romanization, you
going by
can
the
leave out the
Japanese
U.
Spelling against Sokyo, it's I've heard it spelled about 17 different ways to Sunday.
It's an elongated
So
O, but
I
the
just go with the one I know.
yeah,
All right,
yeah, I also
Sven?
spell Gensokyo that way too. It's an elongated O, but for English spelling, it would matter less.
Yeah.
It's
It
a
makes
grammar
sense.
rule.
Anyway, so who reads next?
Whoever wants to, I guess.
I will. With the first few steps outside, Isaac noticed two things immediately. The first thing was a metal object on the ground, at the bottom of the stairs. Something that made him a bit happier about his situation. Hey, it's my wrench. He
Oh,
said-
Ratchet and Clank flashbacks.
He said
Oh,
that
shut up, you.
blinked. Said that blinked and picked it up. Who was I talking to? He thought before sliding the wrench into his belt. Kind of screwed up with the.
Yeah,
Just
there
keep
needs to be a
going.
quote here.
Yeah. The other thing he noticed was exactly
Yeah,
what the
I
building
noticed.
he was standing in front of was. What was it? Who's next?
Explain next paragraph.
I think I'll go.
Okay.
Okay. He didn't know much about the other countries, but the gate in front of him looked vaguely like something he remembered seeing in a history book, or something like of
Or
a
some-
travel guide.
Some sort.
It took about 2 minutes to sink in before his jaw dropped. "Where am I?" he shouted.
No, you didn't read that with enough.
Where am I?
Exactly.
He shouted.
Wow.
After a few minutes of panic, Isaac managed to calm himself down. And after a few rational thoughts back, first thing he saw that wasn't the building he had
He
been
had been stuck in was a lake past the trees. So he started off hoping to get there before something crazy happened. Sorry, you were messing up and it kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
I
That,
tend to stumble. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Alright, deity. Anyways, who wants to read next?
Spaz?
Alright. It was a good hour or so before Isaac found the lake's edge, and even longer before he found a place that was shady and grassy enough to sit and be able to think for longer than a second before mud or dirt stuck to his pants. Considering there probably wouldn't be another pair of pants for him to wear anywhere nearby, he thought he might as well take care of these and keep them as clean as possible. I suppose this will be the best place I'll find, he thought, putting his hand down and running it through the grass slightly before sitting with a light thump, leaning his back against the tree and looking out over the lake.
Sounds familiar.
Alright. Who's next?
Me.
Wow, the people in the chat aren't even paying attention. They're just talking all about how to spell Gensokyo.
Yeah.
Off-topic chats. That happens.
That always
Guys,
happens.
there's a reading here.
Yeah. Anyways.
Alright, my turn.
Okay.
It wasn't long before his face went blank, his thoughts giving him a 1,000-yard stare. Thoughts bounced around his head, going from one side of his brain to another, and then back again, like two kids playing catch with boomerangs.
Analogies.
The sun reached its highest point before any progress had been made into figuring out what was going on, but he had gone from the first to the last stage of grief before it passed high noon.
Guys, I think we made a little bit of rage on the chat because they say they're all listening.
Well, whatever.
Wait.
Well, nothing more I can do here. Thinking
Anyways,
got
I'm next,
nowhere.
right?
I'm not
What?
done with the paragraph. Keep going.
Alright.
Thinking
With that,
got
Isaac
nowhere.
stood.
No,
My
wait!
legs-
No! Yeah,
Not
let
done
him
yet.
finish the statement.
And my legs are falling asleep again. I suppose I should stand up and try to find a town or something.
Okay.
Now
Now
you
it's
can
your-
continue.
Okay, sorry. I thought you already did. Sorry. Anyways,
No.
with that, Isaac stood, using the tree as balance while his legs tingled from falling asleep. Once they didn't feel like tingly blocks of wood, he pushed off the tree to start him moving and started off. What?
That usually happens when you stand up too fast after sitting down or lying down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's happened to me.
Okay. Following the lake's edge, wandering the forest with no idea where he was, and only a wrench to defend himself, seemed like a bad idea. And while he had no way to know the shore was safer, it was a bit more open, giving him a better chance to see
I noticed
something.
I spelt it batter.
Wait.
This is what
Wow.
you get for keeps.
If a yokai attacks, he'll throw waffles at him.
Oh man.
I don't have any. We don't have any legendary weapons. What are we
Move
supposed
on,
to use? Harsh
move on.
language?
Stop.
Wrench and pancakes.
Okay. Something's coming to try murder him, or eat him, or worse.
I'll read the next one.
Okay,
Done.
I kind of want Spastic to read the next one just because of the very end.
Alright.
Okay.
I could see the red.
I'm sorry I'm breaking the chain, but I just kind of want him to read this to see how he does it.
Okay, I've not been getting very good sleep lately, so it's going to be tough for me to do that last line. It was about half an hour before the trees broke, and he was finally at a clear point of the shore. Finally, he sighed and started to step out of a small lake shoreline he had been following before jumping back, something appearing in front of him and flashing him, causing spots in his eyes. Ah, he screamed as another laughed and shattered some sort of cry.
Oh, that was perfect. That's exactly how
Camera, right? By the way.
Magic fingers time.
Anyway. Now,
Hey, who told you about my secret fiction project?
I think it's your Sky Man. Shut up.
Alright.
Alright, who's next?
I am. Alright.
Last time.
Alright. Without a tree to catch himself on, Isaac fell backwards. He landed on a with a hard thump and backed up as he tried to regain his sight. He pulled the wrench from his belt and held it, ready to swing, hoping that the threat of it would keep whatever was in front of him at bay. Oh, I'm sorry. A voice came from somewhere in front of him. He felt a hand grab his wrench and pull him back onto his feet as his eyes started to clear. What the hell was that? Isaac said, blinking rapidly, rubbing his eyes, trying to clear them a little faster. When he did, he had to blink again as to what was in front of him.
Alright, now it's Roy's turn.
It is? Okay. Two women, one with black hair and some sort of red hat, and the other with brown hair and nothing in or on her hair. Both of them looked no older than himself, but something about them seemed to say messing with either of them would be a bad idea. The brunette looked shy, and she still looked like he would get his ass kicked if he tried anything.
Don't
The oddest
mess
part
with
about
Isaac.
them was their backs, as both of them had large black wings, like those of a raven behind them. It took Isaac a few moments to realize he was staring at the wings and shook his head.
What the heck did you spell there?
Autocorrect.
Okay,
Yeah,
anyways.
the thing about the spell check
Eyes
function
are up
is,
here.
if you misspell a word as another word, it won't pick it up.
Anyways.
Yeah, I know. I actually misspelled it and then hit spell check, but I hit the wrong word.
Also, let me check something. A little thing I keep running into is the nature of Aya's wings. And the thing is, none of Aya's portraits actually show her wings. Let's see. Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, no wings. Mountain Faith, no wings. Phantasmagoria Flower View, no wings. Bohemian Archive in Japanese Red,
Holy crap.
maybe wings. I think Zune
Well,
once
it
said
is
they're
so that
retractable.
If the,
Yeah.
yeah, and they're not technically large wings if you can't see them, so...
I don't know.
Anyways, I'm next.
Remember the main point of this story is I'm writing this on little knowledge.
Yeah,
it's
but it helps
But
to
that
have.
confuses a
Somehow
lot of people.
making it good.
Yeah. Anyways,
It's alright so far.
Anyways, I'm next. Can I start?
Sure. Go ahead.
Alright. Okay. Well, I know exactly what you are. The black-haired girl.
Not that. I know it was terrible, so I
That's all I
didn't.
know.
Alright.
Anyway,
Just wanted to do that. Jumping a little and seeming very excitable. I'm not gonna do that voice again.
It's fine.
Okay.
With your reactions, I can tell you are a gappy stew.
God damn it!
Alright,
Okay.
let's keep this
Okay.
semi-serious.
Anyway,
This isn't a comedy.
alright.
yeah, let's
Go
not
ahead.
try to make
Move.
it so comedic. She smiled and jumped. I mean, I've never seen you before, and I've seen everyone before. Damn. You stared at our wings like you've never seen Tengus.
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 I'm not quite sure how to do that. How to spell that one.
Sorry, I might be also reading offline. Anyways, and your clothing says it right out. It's like you scream, "Gappy Stew!" She laughed and got a few more pictures. What the fuck?
I can probably do this one.
So tell me your name.
No,
Can
you
I
want
please
me
do this one?
you want-
Please.
So tell me your name, age, birth,
No,
shoes,
let's
size.
Bastic do this one.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
Bastic do this. He wants.
So,
Okay.
tell me your name and age, date of birth, shoe size, what have you, what not, okay. Oh, documented, shoot. Okay, I can't do that one. I haven't had my caffeine today.
You guys want me to try? You want me to try?
Go.
Let me Serena here. Her mouth moved faster than anything you had ever heard before.
Okay, I want to try that line to see how well I can do it when not just speaking to myself. So tell me your name, age, shoe size. Damn.
Don't tell me name, age, date of birth, shoe size, what have you, let me Serena here.
Lovely Serena.
Hey, I did it.
Hooray!
Yay,
I
Spaz.
didn't do it though.
Don't worry, she restates it much slower in the next paragraph.
Alright.
Is that so?
Yes. Wait, what was that about a shoe size and a date? Isaac blinked, trying
What?
to understand what she was saying. So, tell me your name, age, date of birth, shoe size, and what you would do to win a date with a lovely Serena here. She repeated, slower this time. At this point, her companion, the brunette, seemed to be beet red, embarrassed by the woman she was with. Aya! She yelled out, putting her hands over her face and turning away.
Am I next?
I don't know.
No.
Okay, fine. Explain how any of this makes sense. He snapped and looked to the Hyper One. He grabbed her arm and made sure to hold her down to earth as he spoke to her. Forward, aren't you? She laughed and looked at him. Okay, tell me where the closest sign of civilization is. Where the hell am I in a relation to it? And what the hell a gappy stew is? And lastly, why are you acting like a member of the paparazzi? He sighed, asking her these questions quickly. Let me go, and I'll tell you what I can, she replied happily.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good, but the last part is supposed to
It's
be
happily.
very calm and forward.
Oh,
and
let me try
happy.
it again then.
Alright,
Forgot what
Spaz. To keep the pattern, Spaz should go
Okay.
next.
Isaac let her go and watched her rubber arm. You have some rough hands, nice grip too, she smiled as if it was a good quality to her. Now, in order, to the closest sign would be that mansion across the lake, the Scarlet Devil Mansion. She pointed off to the side, straight towards a mansion that indeed stood there. How did I miss that? He yelled in his head before looking back to her. In relation across the lake, I run Gunsuko's famous newspaper, Boon Boon Maru, she said boastfully, ignoring one question.
Alright, continuing on.
This
Isaac's
is
palm.
probably the most
Oh.
poetic way I've said facepalm.
Yeah.
Boon Boon Maru Shinji.
Anyways, it's Deity's turn.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Isaac's palm hit the top of his face in a, how do you say that?
Gesture.
Gesture akin to the saying, good grief. I meant something that didn't involve swimming or trying to fly myself over there, he said, glaring at the wings with envy. the straightness, strangeness not sinking in at the moment. Oh, that would be the human village. It's about 5 minutes flight from that way, she pointed before remembering something. Oh, right, you don't have wings. We could fly you there, but you look rather heavy. And it would be an hour or so before we got you there. And there's some yokai in there. She said.
I think I might have forgotten something in that paragraph. I think I might have forgotten her changing it to you could walk, but it would take an hour or so.
Okay,
Yeah,
I get the last line.
Also, Tengu is a type of yokai, so in Diamond and the Rough I refer to all the dangerous ones as the wild yokai.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just... Normally when they refer to the different things, they just refer to them as, like, Tengu or yada yada yada. So yokai is, like, the general evil blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So, who's reading the last line?
I'll take it.
I don't know.
Wait, who did? Who's taking it?
Nuki.
Oh God.
Right.
Go
Should
for
I
it.
put it in a voice?
Go for it, Nuke.
Could I do it in a voice?
Oh, Rubio.
I
Okay.
guess if you have to.
Sure.
Looks like you have your first year assignment, Serena.
Oh my god. Continue on.
Just go.
Interview the Gappy and walk him to the human village.
One.
I excited smile, giving her so much no.
That's regular narration there.
Shackled, leaving the two alone on the ground, both dumbfounded by what happened.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Man, this is derpish as heck.
Yeah, I kind of wrote Aya as
Helping in
she's
that
just she loves just fucking with the people, just fucking with the main two characters.
No crap.
That last line was...
This was hilarious. This was a hilarious read-off.
Oh man.
In fact, the
Just
whole
because
thing's kind of humorous. Well, the read-off, but also the humor. Like, there is some humor in here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
but
reading it
it's
in the
not
group.
specifically a comedy.
Troy 4 says, Troy, yeah? Oh,
That's
You know,
from
just because of that, I should have a point where Isaac confronts her and he tries to get her to say what the hell was with that in our first meeting, and she's just like, troll Aya?
Isaac touched Aya all sexually.
Hey, who gave you a
That-
sample of my secret fanfiction project?
Hey, don't touch me. Did I say you can touch me?
Heck yeah.
As an
No,
overall to
you
the
don't touch me.
chapter,
I touch you.
as an overview to the chapter, aside from a little small details not researched, it was pretty elaborate for what I read. Granted,
It's
I
just-
didn't read.
Spelling errors,
Second.
I'd say, is all that really matters here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I live
didn't
by
really-
the way of saying, without spell check, I would look like a retard.
Pretty much.
I didn't consider spelling a really big
No,
factor,
say it properly. Without spell check, you would look like a 9.
I see what you did there.
Same here. I just saw
So,
it there.
anything you
spell-
guys have to say?
It's pretty great, and I'm interested in more in what you have to offer.
To be honest, I actually like this story. If I read the first 2 chapters while I'm in school, I think it's actually pretty good. I like the story.
Yeah, EX, I know about that one. That's just because the way I got taught, whatever could be either whatever or what and ever. It's really annoying to me which is correct grammar, so in stories like mine, you'll often see that get switched about every other time.
It is a bit annoying to not know which is the correct term or not.
Yeah, so I just don't bother with it.
That's
What are you making now? Bestie?
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
just messing around while we get the comments.
Here.
Hey,
Here,
by the way, Roy, if you ever need like a random voice actor for this kind of fact, you read.
The plan is of it. Yeah, the plan is to do a dramatic reading of it once it's finished. So.
I touched icicles happily.
Here. I got a joke for you.
Spastic, if you're trying to make Isaac, I generally use Tierno's hair for him.
No, I'm making Serena, if that's her name.
Ah.
Here's a joke for you. Aya and an Arabian walk into a bar.
No. No. I reject your saying.
Oh, you.
Ba 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 da ba.
Never mind.
Okay, now you're just nitpicking.
No, Cherno. No. Just no.
I kind of want to do that now. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that in the next chapter once we start it, because we're gonna need more. We're gonna need more people if we're gonna do that one.
Yeah. I still cannot say that whole fast line of Aya questioning with a straight
I
face.
know.
Just tell me when your name, age, date of birth.
I could probably do it if I didn't break down in the middle of...
Alright, guys, I'm gonna try it again. So, tell me your name, age, date of birth, shoe size, and what you would do to win a day with a lovely Serena here.
Stuttered. You stuttered.
There you go.
Yeah, dude.
I can do it.
It's hard to do that entire thing without breaking
Okay.
at all.
Tell me your age, name, date of birth, the shoe size, what you would do if you loved it to say hey in her.
Yeah,
Stumble in with the last line there.
Let me try it. So, tell me your name, age, date of birth, shoe size. What do you do? So, tell me what you do. Tell me your name, age, date of birth, shoe size. What do you do to win a day with lovely Serena here? There we go.
You derped it hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do that.
Let me try.
Hey, we already finished the reading of chapter 3.
Yeah, that's not
Tried
really
it.
got here earlier though. But once chapter 4 comes out, it'll be try to be in here.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Okay, if you guys don't mind, I wouldn't care doing it on like Friday or Saturday, because I plan to get the next story part done as fast as I can.
Alright.
Because, well, actually, I'm. This is the one point where I'm going to the fans. Which would you guys rather see? A scene with
Hang on, there's a laughing.
yes. Which would you guys rather see? A scene with
Guys, let him speak, please.
yeah. Which would you guys rather see? A scene with Isaac and Serene walking through the forest, or just them getting straight to the human village? Because the human village is where plot will happen. The walk back is where character will happen.
You could add a little scene in the forest, just a
I
little.
know, if you guys don't want me to do an entire chapter based on them walking there, then I will.
A whole
Yeah, thanks.
chapter dedicated to the forest walking would be worth
Yeah.
it, but a little scene in the story would work fine.
Just be very
Yeah,
careful not to make it a transportation scene where nothing happens. I mean, you could have
Yeah.
something as light as like a character getting to know another character that they wouldn't
Yeah.
expect they'd like.
Yeah, that's basically what it would be. It'd be Serena doing her first interview for the paper that she wants to work at by talking to Isaac.
I just saw a funny picture with Aya and Hatate on Dan Boru.
Oh jeez.
Can you post that in the Skype chat?
By the way,
It's
guys, look past just me.
Oh god, that Aya.
it's actually quite comical, but it's a little questionable.
Usually when I do, when I have Isaac in a Walfus, I use Tierno's hair. I don't know why. That hairstyle looks better on him, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know why I use hers.
But I suppose I should start at the beginning, shouldn't I? My name is Isaac Riley. That's not really important.
Oh, that's funny.
Or let's see if I can animate this. So, tell me your name, age, date of birth, shoe size, and what you're doing. What is it? Shoot.
There's one problem here. They don't have their wings.
And begonias.
I didn't even need to look into the chat to know exactly who that was.
Anyways.
You're really gonna try and animate this, aren't you?
No, that's just how I do my puppetry thing. Like on the Ustream, it's like I have the keys balanced so it can be like, oh wait, what did you say there? Let's see. But then I switch to this, and it's like, I said, tell me blah 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 blah, and what you're doing to win a date with lovely Serena here. And then she'd be all like, huh. Uh-oh, did my internet just crash?
No, I don't think
good.
so.
I think that wraps it up for tonight. We're at the 31-minute mark.
Alright.
Alright,
I had fun.
you can just stop recording. So,
Okay.
that's good.
Good night, peeps.
Later,
And now for Q&As and
See ya, everyone.